Brent.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, bud?
What's up, man?
We made it.
We did it. We're here.
Hey, check it out.
What you got?
From North Carolina, at guard, 6'6". Did you watch it?
Cool. Jordan. Oh, yeah, I've been watching it. I can't wait till Sunday.
Sunday. Dude, it was good. Dude, just stop rubbing it in, whatever that is. What is that, Pappy? Is that Pappy?
Yeah, it is. One of my favorites. This one here is good too. Elmer T. Lee.
Yeah, I've had that before.
No, you haven't.
I've had it twice.
No, you haven't. Eagle Rare's starting to get more popular, but you can find it in Blanton's. Just a couple of my gems.
Okay. You've been drinking that all night? Or?
No.
Okay.
I had a little bit.
Hey, your head's a little chopped off because you're too tall. All right. Cool.
Your head's a little chopped off.
There you go. No, that's good stuff right there.
Oh, they're good. Yeah.
All right. So you watched The Last Dance? Like it? Love it?
Absolutely love it.
Yeah?
I did. I like how I like how they went all the way back.
And then they started breaking down everybody, you know?
I learned some stuff, man. I didn't know that the Chicago Bulls back in that time were a bunch of cocaine, partying, drugs. I mean, that's pretty cool to learn.
Is that what you got from the documentary?
So when it's like Jordan's rookie year, like the first time they were on the road, remember that he was walking and knocking on doors trying to find his teammates.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, it's MJ, let him in." So he goes walking in. He goes, there were lines of cocaine. There were girls over on one side. There were guys smoking weed on the other side. He was
cocaine
like,
something like that.
Yeah. And he said, "I'm out here." I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I didn't realize how underpaid Scotty was, like, in his last year with the Bull.
Wow.
Like, way underpaid.
They hooked him up. I mean, he ended up making more than Michael Jordan did.
Portland hooked him up, too. I think he got, 4 years and, like, $60 million or something like that when he signed with Portland.
Man.
So,
yeah. I would have paid him.
Yeah, worth it. So what you got? What hat are you wearing? You wearing a Garfield Brewery hat?
Oh, yeah, got to represent, man.
Nice,
what about you?
Nice.
Which one are you wearing?
I got Bruising Biceps right here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then I got Fearless Brew House.
Oh, nice.
Brewery. It's a local. Nice.
Bruising Biceps. It's not movie quality, but it's nice.
That's funny.
I'm just going to tell you, you're the only guy that moves to Florida and grows a beard.
You like it? It's my,
it looks great.
It's my COVID-19 beard.
I like it.
It's red.
It is. You got a ginger face.
You have a butter face. Are you ready to do some? We're gonna do some pressing.
I think we are. I can't show you because I already got my stuff in there.
Oh, I didn't put. I was gonna pour it.
I didn't pour my beer in yet, but I do have my ingredients.
You want me to start? You want me to show you what I got going on here?
Do it, and then I'll show you what I got.
All right, so gonna do some beer pressing today, right? So basically, it's just a nice concoction infusion with whatever beer you want of choice, and then ingredients, and then whatever else you want to do, right? So regular coffee press. And this is what I'm going to be rocking on, right? Here we go. Ready?
Ready.
So the classic, my favorite, the Bourbon County.
Oh, you're going Bourbon County.
I am.
Good
right?
choice.
I figured it's a good base, man.
It is a great base.
So I'm going to do that, and then here's what we're going to do, okay? We've got some oatmeal. Put some of that in there.
Okay.
We're going to do some coconut.
That's okay. I like what you got going on now.
All right. Then we're going to do some Reese's peanut butter cups.
Wow.
Boom.
That looks pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah. I almost ate all the ingredients before I put it in there.
You like
so, yeah,
spoons of
we'll get
dry
some coconut, we'll get some peanut butter, we'll get some chocolate out of there.
Yeah.
So
you're like overdoing it.
Boom. Well, last episode you said you were going to do something crazy, and I was like, man, I got to do something.
I was just joking.
I thought you were going to put like a whole burrito into like a tecate or something. All right. There we go.
Right.
Can you hear that?
Is that the one I sent you, or is that?
I think this is the one of them that you sent me. I think you sent me like 3.
I did. You're welcome. Ooh, that looks pretty. Look at that.
So, yeah. I think we got something going on here. So we're going to let this set probably about 10 minutes. What do you think, 10? We'll see. We'll just play it here.
All right. So,
going to let that sit. In the meantime, I got a little bit finished.
Well,
representing the local Fearless Brew House.
oh, cool.
They're excellent, I tell you. They did a pina colada iced tea. It was pretty solid.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. You have to pick it up.
Oberon.
Oberon.
All right, one of my favorites. Into.
What you got there?
Those are Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles?
Fruity Pebbles.
Okay.
So.
All right. Slow pour.
All right. Whoa. That's going crazy. See that?
I can see the top.
How about?
There you go. Wow. So what are you expecting from that?
I'm expecting to get like a sugary, just all of my favorite cereal in the world is Fruity Pebbles.
Okay.
Thing in there. Oh yeah.
I don't know. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is good too. But with that beer pairing right there, I probably would have done the Fruity Pebbles as well.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I mean, for Oberon's like one of my favorites. So I wanted to get something that was going to pair really well with it. So
I almost went Bell's Two Hearted with gummy bears. Almost.
yeah, my kids have a bunch of Sour Patches. I almost did Sour Patches.
Yeah, that probably would have been good too. Because you figured the citrusy from the Oberon and everything.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna grab while that's sitting. Give me a second. I'll be right. Hey, hold on. I'll be right back.
I'll be right. Jordan Finn's back.
Hey guys. Hey.
What'd you grab?
I grabbed another Oberon, but I wanted to show you this. Have you seen that yet?
I don't think that's the first time they released it, is it?
I don't know.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know. Is it? What style is it?
It's a beer.
Okay.
It just says it's really tangy.
Oh,
like a citrusy tangy.
So it's kind of like this spring release.
Yeah, like a Leinenkugel, whatever. Their summer shandy, that style.
Gotcha.
I hope this is good.
Oh, I think mine will be great. I mean, between the oatmeal, it'll add some, oaty creaminess to it. And then you got the coconut. And then the Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'll probably eat it. I'll probably eat that once it's done.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do with my Fruity Pebbles, unless they're too soggy.
Yeah, you can't let it go to waste.
I'll give it to the dog.
So, you remember the last time we did the beer pressing, right?
I did.
With the Bourbon County, and we also did the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was lights out.
Oh, it was amazing.
When you got there?
Yeah, just some Pappy Van Winkle.
You know that's good. It's not even opened.
Because I'm saving it for a unbelievable accomplishment.
You're going to drink the whole bottle?
No.
Why don't you have some now?
Oh, no. Don't try to tempt me.
You can have some. Save them for.
That's what
You're by
trying to do.
yourself. You're not going to drink the whole thing. You'll die.
I don't think so. I'm not a doctor, but I don't think so. So the beaches back to busy, people walking around?
Not yet. I think they finally. They're finally lifting it up, but it'll be like limited access from like 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. or something like that. That's what they'll let people do as far as going to the beach. I imagine like it's supposed to be like May 1st, and I imagine the first day that they do that, it's just going to be ridiculous.
Yeah,
it'll be stupid, but I'll be there.
Just keep your distance. I know people usually keep their distance from you, but you need to, practice it.
No, I'm enjoying this whole thing.
Yeah, I bet you
people
are.
With my faith and all those people that get close to you and talk to you and want to tell you secrets all the time, and I'm like, can't.
Right.
The government says.
Yeah, you can't tell me secrets.
The law says no touching. So you've been following me, and I've been trying to fish. I don't know if you've seen that.
I did see that. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, you never sent me that video.
You know what? I can do it right now. While we're waiting? No, let's not.
Well,
I'll send you a video.
There's places here to fish quite a bit, and being a newbie at it and everything, I'm just curious of, what are your tips and tricks? What are your hints? How do I catch more fish? Can I eat these fish? What kind?
You say tits.
I said tips and tricks.
Tit
fish.
Trick. Okay, I got it. And fish. Right. So yeah, I will. I'll shoot a little video and I'll send it to you.
You think it's too soon? You think I should keep this sitting?
How long has it been?
No, 5 minutes maybe.
Yeah,
I'm anxious.
Let's give it 5 more minutes, and then we'll press it.
Okay. So, aside from fishing, we'll talk about that later, right? Because eventually you'll come down and visit, and you'll show me all your expertise in fishing and stuff. So, what's going on in the local scene as far as breweries go? What do you got going on?
So, some of them have went completely to making sanitizer instead of beer. So they're like shut down. Really? Yeah. So a couple of, but what they're charging for these jugs of sanitizer is amazing. People are buying it. So they're not doing that bad.
Right.
A couple places local are actually starting to do like new releases and things like that. Like they are going into and trying just different stuff like they normally would do, and they're drawing people in, selling some stuff. That's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
A couple places that are just restaurants like Shallows, which everybody knows, I talk about all the time. They are now able to sell growlers, so that all the kegs of beer that they have in the back won't go bad, they actually can fill growlers. Now, they don't have growlers, so you have to supply your own.
But you bring your own growler?
You have to bring your own growler in, and he'll fill it up.
I can bring a bucket?
Yeah, bucket or glasses. No, growlers.
No, it's definitely an interesting time for our local craft breweries and whatnot. I know the place up the road that I've told you about, Beerless, they continue to pour out new beers, which is great because you can still see that the creativity is there still and that they're still appealing to the community. And I can tell you that there is a lot of community support when it comes to the local beer scene here. So, and eventually they're all lifted, and I'll tell you that it'll be a big party once everybody's able to just function in a normalcy, right?
Yeah, we're going to, Shallows, we're already planning we're going to do St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo, 4th of July. We're doing all of the holidays in one big party. So there's going to have fajitas. We're going to have, what is that? The sausage something and mash for St. Patty's Day. I mean, there's bangs and mash. Yeah, we're gonna have that. We're gonna have like 7 different types of food you can get, plus the beer.
You know what I've seen too is that I've seen some of the breweries doing a streaming of like the live music that would be normally at the brewery and performing and whatnot. So that's pretty cool that they've reached out to the local acts that say, hey, let's do a virtual party or whatever the case may be. So
yeah,
it's definitely beneficial.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I'm ready.
You ready? Go ahead. You can start plunging. I'm gonna let mine sit while you plunge.
Oh wow!
So Oberon and Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
All right. You haven't done this before, have you?
This ingredient list?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't done this one. All right. We are ready to pour.
All right. I'll plunge mine.
Oh, yeah. The color has completely changed.
Did it break down enough to where you're getting like some of it in the beer, or did it press well?
It pressed well. Yeah. No, I don't have. If you can see.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a hazy now.
It does.
All right. I pressed mine. So mine's with it's the Goose Island Bourbon, right? Bourbon County Stout with coconut, oatmeal, and Reese's peanut butter cup.
Mine seriously smells flat out like Fruity Pebbles, like liquid Fruity Pebbles.
Really? I wonder how it's going to work with this run.
I don't know, man.
Look at that. All right. So, Bourbon County Stout on its own, fantastic beer, right?
One of the best.
I think we look forward to the release of it every year, keep a couple bottles, and kind of, just let it set. But I smell a lot of the oatmeal coming off of this one.
Do you really?
Like right off the top. The coconut doesn't come up, but then I start getting like a faint peanut butter smell in the back end of it.
Huh.
So go ahead, man.
Cheers.
Try your concoction. Cheers. The oatmeal comes off strong. It's not a bad strong, though, right? You don't seem too sure about yours.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
Because this tastes like liquid Fruity Pebbles.
So it completely dominated the beer.
It took over. Like I have no Oberon at all. Like I almost have to add Oberon to it.
That's just cheating, though.
I'm telling you, it was straight out liquid Fruity Pebbles. Like there wasn't any taste of beer at all in it.
You probably could have done like the Fruity Pebbles and did like a sour style to go along with it.
Something,
something
a little bit more powerful, yeah.
Well, because that sour and then you're going to get the Fruity Pebbles sweetness.
Yep, nope. Still.
This is actually really good, dude. This is good. Like, the more I drink it, like the oatmeal, and then the hint of the coconut comes through, and then all of a sudden I get the faintness of, like, the peanut butter at the end.
So open it up a little bit?
But still boozy, like Bourbon County is.
And that's...
It sucks you wasted that Oberon.
I know. Well, you gotta try stuff, I guess.
Yeah. I ain't have nothing to drink. Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So what else could you have tried? So from the last episode of the podcast, right? I started thinking about all these things, right? I was thinking maybe I'll go get an Amber, and then I will throw a whole slice of pepperoni pizza in there. And then I was thinking like Red Hots, and then I was thinking like, just all these other concoctions and stuff.
Yeah. So I think like a real powerful IPA would work like really, really well with like a sour gummy.
Yeah.
Any of the Sour Patch Kids or something like that, but it has to be a pretty powerful IPA.
Yeah, you do like a double IPA or something like that.
Yeah, something. I mean, this might have worked better if I wouldn't have let it sit so long. Like maybe just pour it in, push it, and pour. Yeah, push it real good.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm not disappointed with this one, but you can't really go wrong because it is such a strong base when it comes to the Goose Island Bourbon County. You know what I mean? If you can still, like I could have done. I almost thought about doing like some, some peppers and a dark chocolate or something like that to go along with it. Like I would have thought that would have been okay too.
Yeah. Well,
when you brought out all your bourbon, I thought you were going to throw some bourbon in there somewhere.
That I was thinking about doing that, just adding a little bit of bourbon, but it would just take over whatever the.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work. It would just be too powerful. So.
Yeah, it's all right. You still got more Oberon, right?
Yeah, I got a bunch.
You gonna drink that Sam Adams porch rocker?
What'd you call me?
You heard me.
No, I'm gonna save this one.
Oh, okay.
I got a couple of them in the fridge. I'm gonna hold on to it.
It looks like trash. What?
Why would you say that?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You said it looks like trash.
I'm just saying. Anytime you get like a variety pack from the grocery store, 90% of it's trash. I'm sorry, that's the snob in me. No, it's great. Sam Adams paved the way for craft beer. Blah, blah, blah. Thank goodness. Oh, you're going to have that? You're going to have that? That's fine. I can't have that right now. You know how boozy this is? What is Bourbon County style? 13%? This one's 15%. This one's 15%. I can't have that. Yeah. Oh, you know what I did have last night? I had
I know what you had last night.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
What are you talking about?
Last night I had a beer it's called The Brewery. It was their white chocolate. It is a dessert beer, I guess you would say. It's a wheat wine style with vanilla and cocoa nibs, and it was not good.
Cocoa nibs.
Anytime you say cocoa nibs, it sounds fancy, doesn't it, right?
Cocoa nibs. How do you say it?
Cocoa nibs.
Cocoa nibs.
So like, you read the bottle, and you're like, oh, cocoa nibs and white chocolate and this, that, and the other. So you think that beer is going to be good? It was not good. But I finished it.
Well, you have to. But guess what?
Yeah, that looks like garbage too.
You might. Yeah, I don't know if it's worthy of my garbage disposal. I might just chuck it out back.
Just put it in the refrigerator. Someone will use it later.
Make popsicles out of it.
Something.
Brilliant idea.
That won't be bad.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah,
bourbon.
All right, so we've talked about this plenty of times. are we going to see a segment called Bourbons with Brent?
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Why don't you give me a sample of what Bourbons with Brent would look like?
So Bourbons with Brent would, first of all, start off with my love of bourbon when it started years and years ago. Just walking into a liquor store and wanting something different. So I walked up and there was a bottle of Elmer T. Lee single barrel, which was this bottle right here. And the shelf was completely full, front to back. It was $30, I think $29-$30. I grabbed it, took it home, and took a sip of it, and fell in love with it. Like, the taste. Yeah, just hooked. Just like, wow. Not like hooked as in I'm going to drink the whole bottle and then go cut down a tree, which I did. But, yeah, I just fell in love with it. And then the differences in all of them. So, Buffalo Trace Distillery is, like, hands down my favorite distillery anywhere. And it's they produce some of the most amazing bourbons. And Pappy Van Winkle is, like, their...
Is that from Buffalo Trace too?
Yes.
So they do that, and then their low end is what? Benchmark?
Yeah. And then, well, you tell you what, man, you talk about low end.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
You know how much I know about bourbon? Buffalo Trace. That's all I ever have in the cabinet and everything else of that. So.
Yep. It's the best. Yep. It's like, thank the Lord they produce enough of it to keep the dollar down. But if people...
You think that's the oatmeal?
Wow, I don't know.
That might be the oatmeal.
Yeah,
actually the oatmeal broke down a little bit and got in there.
Yeah.
It's still good. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to see Bourbons with Brent eventually, right?
We are. We're gonna talk about rye. We're gonna talk about rye and straight bourbon, and you know what does it mean for it to actually be called bourbon. We're gonna learn about different whiskeys around that people call bourbon, but technically it's not really bourbon. We'll talk about Canadian Club, which
that's garbage. It's trash.
People love it. And they produced something recently, like a year ago, that was called bourbon. It was on the bottle. Whatever the federal alcohol, whatever FDA, whatever it was, I don't know, actually fined them and told them they had to take the title. Every label off. You got to sell completely out, and you cannot put bourbon back onto your bottle because you are a blended whiskey. So I love that.
Right. Just like the Crown Royals and stuff like that. They're all blended stuff, right?
It's all blended. Yeah.
Gotcha. So to be bourbon, it's going to come from. Jesus, that's that clock again.
What clock? What are you talking about? I don't even hear it anymore. I don't even hear it.
I hear it the second it goes off.
Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Cool. Shot on Elo. Bulls win. Anyway. All right. So I started fishing. Still can't go anywhere. And the Bulls documentary was legit. Right?
Yeah. My favorite part of the whole Bulls documentary is when he's playing against the Lakers. He scores 63, and during the highlights, they're playing LL Cool J.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down, my favorite part.
Are you talking about Celtics? Celtics in overtime. He scored 63.
What did I say?
You said Lakers.
I meant Celtics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite part. Hands down.
Dude, man. Like, seriously, like, I don't know. If people don't understand that he's the GOAT at the end of this thing, they don't understand.
No, they don't understand. Which is fine. Whatever. I don't even argue with people anymore over it.
No, because it's different perspectives, right? Like everyone says, like LeBron. But
real quick, I didn't get picked up first in the NFL draft, just so you know.
No, there's a couple more rounds, but Joe Burrow did go number 1, to the Bengals.
Yeah.
Did you see Gronk is coming back to Tampa?
Oh, watch out. Might as well give Tampa a ring. Might as well give Tampa a ring now.
You see Tom Brady's calling it Tampa?
Tampa? They might as well change it.
Yeah, it's pretty... Tampa, because they're going to win championship.
Yeah, they'll win.
Yeah. But Gronk is small right now, man.
He lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, for what he was, but I'm not saying he'll be big again.
He probably has low testosterone, so he'll probably have to get some testosterone shots.
Yeah, to be healthy again.
Right.
He doesn't look healthy.
No, he needs testosterone.
Yeah.
Let's see. I didn't get picked up by San Francisco either.
Oh man. Well, they don't need a safety. They don't need a safety.
I'm tight end.
They got Sherman. They don't need you.
Right.
They're good.
Okay, maybe next round. Maybe next pick.
Maybe you know what? Tom Brady was in the 6th round.
Yeah. Seriously.
So you've got chance.
I know. I've sent in my tapes to all of them.
Did you want to see something awesome?
You can show me your nipple. Are you calling in a turkey?
You want to hear my turkey call?
Yeah.
Hey, turkey.
That's not how you call a turkey. Dude, is that...
That's Rodman.
Get out of here. Is that Rodman?
Yep. You want to see something else?
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going, please. That's awesome. Who's that?
Luke Longley.
Oh, man.
Okay, go.
Seriously? Is that Steve Kerr?
Ron Harper.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
We got John Paxson in there? Steve Kerr? Who you got?
Then we got Randy Brown.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
That's me, John Paxson.
Bill Wellington.
Why is he so small?
I don't know.
No more. No more. You got more?
We're going to run the triangle offense.
The Zen Master. I love it.
Hey, hold on.
Get out of here.
Boom. The bull mascot.
Man, that's awesome.
Dude, it is awesome.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I told you. It's like
incredible.
You know what this was right here?
Nope.
This is like that episode, that part in Step Brothers when he's like, "You want to see something cool?"
Yeah, this is something cool. Whoa! Look at the autograph, real close. What's it say? Randy Jackson.
Randy Jackson.
You had Randy Jackson sign your sword?
Yeah, dog.
I've done the same thing. Cool, man. Well,
I can't put it back together now. I don't have time for that.
Don't ruin it.
All right. So beer pressing. What are you looking at? You still seeing if you're getting drafted?
Yeah, 15 pick. I could go right now.
Can I tell you something?
Denver Broncos. I wouldn't mind playing for Denver.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Never say never, man.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they did announce your name?
And in Denver, with the number 15 pick, goes Brent Ludlow.
What? I got to cancel my vacation.
I didn't get it.
I got to call him sick to work.
I didn't get picked.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's always next year, but
right.
Next year. All right. So that's beer pressing.
Beer pressing.
You
101.
made some.
Sometimes it works out in your case, and sometimes it doesn't. As in this
Made
crap.
something delicious. I made something delicious.
Well, I'm thinking about filling this up with milk and trying to eat it.
Dude, you know what you should have done?
It's
When you talked about last time that somebody did like a tea infusion, you should have done something like that.
I should have black tea.
Yeah, you could have got something. Instead of,
Yeah.
I don't think you prepped for it.
I know exactly what I wanted to do.
Well, how'd it work out?
It didn't work out. Sometimes things don't work out.
But you're a master chef, though, so I expected more.
Well, next time.
All right. Don't let me down.